Okay, homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, Worthy One and fully enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So today we are going to learn 4 things. This is very interesting teaching Buddha mentioned. How attachment arises, how love arises, how affection arises. And then the Buddha said, how attachment arises, affection arises. Just think, if you love someone, right? You have affection about someone, you happy someone. So, you have a good relationship with someone. You're happy to see him, you're happy to talk him, you're happy to hanging out with him or with her. You love him, love her. You have attachment to him or her. Then someone else talk about your friend nicely and they admire your friend. And someone says, oh, he is very nice guy, she is very nice guy, right? And he is a good one. Someone talk about your friend nicely, friendly. Then your love arises about that person who is talking about your friend nicely. This is called love arises from love. Affection arises from affection. You got that? They're called Pali, Pema, Pemang Jayati. Pema, Pemang Jayati. Love arises from love. You got to listen to these 4 things, then you will understand. Just imagine, if you love me, someone else talk about me nicely, then your love arises about him too, right? That means love arises from love because you love me and he love me too. Then your love arises about both of us. You got that? That's the one thing. Then hate arises from love. Hate arises from love. How hate arises from love? If you love someone, you have attachment about someone. Someone else criticize him or her, then hate arises from love. You got that? Imagine, you love me. Someone else criticize me. Then what's going on? You're going to love him or hate him? Because you love me, someone else criticize me. Then hate arises, right? Because he not love me, he criticized me, he blamed me, scolded me, he talk about bad things about me, right? Then hate arises from love. Why hate arises? Because you love me. You got that? Did you get it? Somewhat? Not much? Okay. Let's see. Do you have any loved ones? Who you love most? Who love you most?
My grandma.
Your grandma. You love your grandma. Think about, if I'm going to blame to your grandma, talk about your grandma as a bad woman, nasty, so I criticize her. Do you think you're gonna love me? Oh, you see? Hate arises from love. Because why you hate? Anger arises. Why anger arises about me? Because of you love your grandma.
Okay.
You got now, right?
Yes.
What about if I'm going to talk, oh, that woman, so nice, so kind, so good, right? Wonderful woman. You love your grandma. I'm going to talk about her very nicely. Then your love arises about me because I talk to her nicely. You see, love arises from love, and also the hate arises from love. Now you got that, right? And then the hate arises from love. How hate arises from love? Now, you hate someone. You're not happy about someone. You're angry about someone. You have a bad feeling about someone. Right? Then I'm going to hate him too. I'm going to talk him about badly. So then you're going to love me. Why? Think about you have an enemy. Right? You talk about him always badly, about his bad things. He's not a nice guy, he's a cruel, he's bad man, bad woman. So I'm also going to criticize him or her, right? Then your love arises about me. Oh, yeah. You love me because I hate her too, right? If you hate someone, I hate him or her too. Then you're going to love me, right? How love arises from hate? Love arises from hate. So think, you have an enemy, right? I'm going to talk about him or her nicely. Oh, she's a wonderful man, wonderful woman. So I'm going to love your enemy. Then you're going to hate me too. You got that? We cannot escape these four things. And Buddha mentioned these are four things happening, arising. Love arises from love, or attachment arises from attachment. If you have a pleasant feeling about someone, then I'm going to talk about him or her nicely, friendly, and then your attachment arises me too. Your love arises your love arises towards me too. Your affection arises towards me too, because your love and attachment. But if you're going to blame the person you loved, then you're going to hate me. So if you hate someone, I'm going to talk about him or her nicely. You hate someone, but I'm going to talk to him nicely. Then you're going to hate me too. Because you hate him, I talk him nicely. You're going to hate me. Because you don't want to hear that. But if you hate someone, I'm going to hate him too, then you're going to love me. Right? You see? Attachment. and hate arise in these ways. Right? Meryl. I'm sorry. So that means we can escape. We have to be very careful about these feelings arising, right? So we can't escape when we're dealing with living in this world, right? So these experiences very ordinary, but we have to be very careful. If you hate someone, so we're not supposed to hate, right? Then what's Buddhist way to how to deal with people? Detachment. What did you say?
I said compassion.
Compassion, right. Compassion. Compassion towards everyone is the way of living, right? Compassion towards everyone is the way of living. Or metta, loving kindness towards everyone is the way to live in. Attachment is danger. Hate is danger. Right? So, when we live in this world, we have to deal with all type of people. But we have to be careful not to get attached or not to hate them because of these ways. If you have unpleasant feeling about someone, you got to understand, forgive them. You got to forgive them. You cannot hate. Right? We got to forgive them. We cannot hate. So, if you have any kind of enemies or unpleasant people, but if I'm going to talk about them nicely, you're not supposed to hate me. That's your personal experience, right, with someone. My experience with him, my dealing with him is different. You're not supposed to hate me because you hate him. That's his and your deal is something else. Your personal. My relationship with him or her is my personal. You're not supposed to hate me. So if you love someone, I'm going to love him. You're not supposed to love me. That's your relationship is different. So that attachment and hate arising in these ways. So we have to be very mindful and understand why these things arise, why it is happening. Right? So, what do you think? How about your experience about these things, 4 things? Anyone in online, do you have any idea about these 4 things? We're going to talk more about this. Sahil, what do you think?
I think Bhante, I think it changes. It's a moment by moment thing, right? Like you can only watch. Right now, hate is arising, or right now, love is arising. Like we can observe it moment by moment, right? Like that's all. We can just see right now there's love, or right now we can be like forgive. It's like moment by moment we can maybe see it, right?
Right. Yes. Yes, this is happening when we live with people, right? We live with affection. We live with them with love and hate. We experience we do. There's emotional things happening when we deal each other, when we live. But Buddha mentioned very important thing in this case. This is the most important thing. Who meditate? who practice mindfulness, who meditate and develop mindfulness, develop relaxation of mind, calmness, tranquility, and he gonna experience deep mindfulness, actually samadhi, jhana, the highest state of tranquility of the mind, peacefulness of the mind. In that state, and you don't experience these four things, and Buddha mentioned, until you have this samadhi, then who you love, if I'm going to love him, you're not going to love me. If you hate someone, if you love someone, then I hate, even you're not going to love me. So, if you love someone, I'm going to criticize him, you're not going to hate me. These four things doesn't have occurred, doesn't happening in that some high level of mindfulness state. Who practice in meditation mindfulness, why it is not happening? Why that affection or hate not occurring? Why? In this samadhi level, why this affection or hate not happening? Can anyone can say that? Yes. Why it is not attachment or hate not happening in the mind? Yes, one thing is mindful. Do you remember in the samadhi, the five things going to subdue it, or five hindrances? Who knows the five hindrances?
Feelings, perception.
I remember some, like doubt, sensual desire,
Yeah.
attachment, like there are five. You're right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, five hindrances, and you mentioned two of them.
Yes, I'll tell you. One sec. I'll tell you. I have it right here. The five are sensory desire, ill will, sloth and torpor, restlessness, and doubt.
You see, in the samadhi level, the disciples' sensual pleasures is subdued. So, sensuality, disciples' sensuality is subdued. That means the pleasant feeling about the attachment about something is subdued because of the samadhi, high tranquility of the mind. There are no strong attachment in that high level of samadhi. No attachments. Mind is detached. Mind is detached. It's subdued. And ill will, hateful thoughts, is subdued. Not easily hate arise. No, it's not happening. At that moment, there are no hate, no attachment. Kama chanda, desire for sensual pleasures means the attachment. And then the vyapa, the hate, ill will, is subdued. Almost nothing, but it still have, but it's no power. No power, it's powerless, it's not arise. And then the sloth and torpor, and restlessness of the mind and remorse and doubt. Kama chanda, vyapada, tinamiddu, uddacha, kukucha, vichikicha, five hindrances, disciple sensual pleasures, ill will, and then the laziness of mind and body, and restlessness and remorse and doubt. These all five hindrances is subdued or reduced already. Mind is pure, shining and brightening, active, capable, and very active, very shiny, very bright, very pure, in this level, this Buddha mentioned, these four things never happen and doesn't happen. But we are in the ordinary level of the ordinary life. Who we love, if someone love him, and we're going to love him too. Who we love, if someone going to criticize him, and we're going to hate him too. Who we hate, if you're going to hate him, then I'm going to love you, because you hate to my enemy. But who you going to love, who I hate, and I'm going to hate you, because you like to my enemy. Then I don't want you love to my enemy. I want you hate him. So this is the ordinary level. Ordinary people, how ordinary people live and act in these cases. But if you meditate, if you develop mindfulness, if you develop your awareness, if you develop your mind actually, if you develop your mind, and you're not going to act like ordinary people does. Yeah.
So mindfulness by itself decreases attachment.
Decreases
Attachment.
yes.
Just being mindful.
Yes.
It's like meditation. It just increases tranquility.
That's right.
Much else.
This is not arise in the samadhi level, but as we are ordinary level, when something happening, and we can be mindful. I don't want to attach to you because you love to my loved one. I don't want to hate you because you hate to my loved one. I don't want to hate you because you love to my hate one. I don't want to hate you because you hate to you. I don't want to love you because you hate to my enemy. So, if we are mindful and we can manage them, right? We can keep managing our attachment and hate if we be mindful in this level, right? That's what the whole entire world they live with, and they easily get attached and easily start to hate, begin to hate, right?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what this entire world deal with, right?
In the samadhi level, you lose the sense of the love and hate. You don't love, you don't hate.
No, in the samadhi level, we have is still this kind of emotion, but not powerful, and there is kind of already attachment and hate is suppressed because of the mind is so developed, not easily get to hate, not easily get to attach.
Isn't that part of the jhana?
Yeah, it's jhana. It's the jhana. And then Buddha again mentioned, then who completely cut off the defilements, get free from the defilements, and he will never going to love or hate. Right? You got that. In the samadhi level, it is not arising, but when we lose samadhi, it will arise. Yes. In the samadhi, at the samadhi level, it's not arise, but if we lose samadhi and come to ordinary life, and it is arise. But who cut off the defilement completely, it's never arise. These four things never arise. So, then what Buddha mentioned again, because we have attachment to my physical body, a form and feeling, perception, original formation and consciousness, right? Five aggregates, form, physical body. I have attachment to my form. I think this form is I, mine, right? Myself. The feeling I experience, I think this feeling, I feel, the feeling is mine and myself. Even perception, sanya, my recognition, I think I recognize, or this recognition is mine and myself. The thoughts I produce, chetana, intentions I produce, I think these intentions are mine, intentions are I and myself. And then the vijnana, consciousness, I think the consciousness is mine, it is I and myself. Then I have a identity view, right? So I think these five aggregates is I think these aggregates are I or mine or myself. Even someone else aggregates we consider as identity, as a self. That's why this hate and love attachment arise. We consider those aggregates as we consider them as identity, self, as self. So that's why this attachment and hate arise. So then Buddha mentioned in this sutta, we like a fume, a smoke, and also ignite flaming, shining, brightening our lives, even burning as a fire. We are burned inwardly with attachment and hate. The smoking, fuming, look like we're talking about with attachment and hate with others. Ignite means we always heat it up with attachment and hate in our lives. Are heat, very hot, heating, warming our lives. That means we, because of this attachment and hate, this any feeling is not comfortable, right? Burning inwardly, heating inwardly, right? Talking with these things and express of our emotions because of this attachment and hate. So thus this entire world is now dealing with these four things according to their experience, because undeveloped mind, undeveloped mindfulness, undeveloped tranquility of mind, undeveloped stillness of mind, peace of mind, and they deal with these things very affection way and hateful way. But who practice mindfulness develop peace in mind, tranquility, and they not going to get attached and hate easily. And they control them and they deal with them peacefully with kindness, with forgiveness, with understanding. They not get attached easily because they understand these five aggregates as they don't consider as individuals or self. And they know the Dhamma very well. Impermanent, suffering, and non-self. Impermanent, suffering, and non-self. So what is impermanent and suffering and non-self? Then why we want to attach or hate, right? The meditator who is practicing vipassana going to deep understanding, and he not going to get attachment or hate to anything easily.
Goes back to what you said a week or two ago about resentment. Drink poison and expecting the other person to die.
Yeah.
It's like if hate lives in me. People are renting space in my head, and I look. Why do I hate this person?
Right.
What's going on in me that I dislike?
Say again.
What's going on with me that I dislike this person? Or I dislike this cat. What's going on with me? The cat's sleeping. Why do I dislike the cat?
Right.
Maybe he scratched you? What? Maybe he scratched you? So is that a reason to hate the cat? That's what cats do?
Yeah.
Would you be able to let go? Yes. I have a few good qualities, and letting go is one of them. I don't hold on to things too long.
That's good. Yeah, letting go. Not to hold on to anything, right? With hate or attachment, not to hold on. Holding, grasping is it's hard to let go. It's so painful, right? So then it's better to learn, let go. Even the attachment, even the hate, not hold on to them.
I learned a long time ago, if you don't let go, you get dragged.
Uh-huh.
So if you hold on to a car, you're going to get dragged behind it.
Right.
I think the hate comes from either human being, either animal, either something. They don't meet your requirement or they don't meet your expectation, so you don't like it. If they meet your requirement, meet your standard, you will accept and like, okay, so you can say like it. If we, for example, a cat or a dog, the dog barks with you, or just surrounding you, say show kindness, you will love the one you show kindness. You will not like the one who barks, because you accept what like. Same opinion. Because you like this kind of sensation.
Yeah, actually, Buddha mentioned in the one of another sutta, when we have a pleasant feelings, that's how we are attached. When you have a pleasant feeling about something, good emotions, comfortable emotions, pleasant feelings, that's how we attach. If someone nice to us, talk nice to, then we get attached to him. So, and Buddha mentioned in this case, be mindful and be aware why this feeling arises, because it is pleasant, it is comfortable, feeling good, it's rousing, agreeable, likable, desirable. That's why I'm getting attached. And Buddha mentioned in that sutta, be mindful, be aware, this pleasant feeling arising because it is pleasant, right? And then Buddha mentioned again why these hateful thoughts arise. It is because not pleasant, it is not desirable, it is not agreeable, it's not likable. That's why these hateful, ill thoughts arise. And Buddha mentioned, be careful, be aware, be mindful. It is because it is not pleasant, not likable or desirable. That's why. Right? Buddha even mentioned, if you are confused, this confused or ignorance, delusion arise because it is covered by, it is not knowing, not realizing, not understanding, not clear vision. That's why this ignorance, delusion arise. Be aware, be mindful. So this mindfulness, Buddha emphasized in this sutta, be mindful and be aware why this is happening, why this is arising. It is because pleasant or unpleasant or ignorance. So we can be mindful and aware why this attachment, why this love, why this affection, why this desire, or why this hate, why this anger, why this ill will. Because it is unpleasant. Everything is subject to change, right? So, and this attachment is dangerous, and even hate is dangerous. Why attachment arises? Because it is pleasant. Why anger, ill will arise? Because it is unpleasant. So, keep in mind in upekkha, equanimity is the best. No attachment, no hate. We are in ordinary life, we experience these kind of things, but as a meditator, you are a practitioner, right? You don't want to deal with like other people does. And you gotta understand, now you know the teaching, why attachment arises, why hate arises, now you know, right? If you love someone, if I love him and you love me too, I'm going to hate your loved one, you're going to hate me, right? If you're going to hate your enemy and you're going to love me, right? I'm going to love your enemy and you're going to hate me. So, then these things are happening in our day-to-day life, right? So then Buddha mentioned, be very mindful to be aware. If you are a deep meditator, if you are a deep practitioner, you have a tranquility, peace of your mind, you develop, cultivated, then this not happening at that moment. Instead, you have a kindness, compassion, forgiveness. Let go. But if you are completely cut off these craving defilements, then you're completely free from these things. Okay. Okay, before we end up this session, so do you have any ideas, any thoughts about this? Yan Yu, do you have any thoughts? Liang Yu, any thoughts to share? Anyone? Michael? Anyone have the thoughts?
The Buddha is asking us, I think, to go against our natural inclinations. So, for example, if somebody I love is being abused by somebody else, I naturally feel antipathy or anger toward them. And the Buddha is saying, it doesn't matter in terms of my own self and my love and my hate, it's my problem. So, for example, if somebody is mean to somebody I love, my natural inclination is to act in kind. But the Buddha says, no, there's a higher purpose, there's a higher good, and the higher good is universal love. It's not for the person I'm protecting. It's for myself. I think that relates to what you had said last week.
Right.
I think I feel like Bhante saying if awareness, if we are just aware of it, that awareness itself maybe over time will reduce attachment. It becomes a little loose once you are aware of it, and once it becomes a little loose, that's better. Like then, even if you have to do something, that you can do something better because you're not in the grip of it. Maybe something like that. That's what I am.
Yeah. Yes. And Buddha emphasized sati cetasa, and mindfulness, and to be mindful and to be aware why this attachment and hate arise. Then you because if you are mindful, you know why this is arise. Because pleasant feeling or unpleasant feeling or confusion. If you're not mindful and you easily get attached or you easily get to hate. Right?
Okay. If somebody with that person, not like a metta towards that person, so if somebody said something bad about that person, that you feel sorry, not the anger, isn't it? And somebody you don't have to be like, but you are so empathize on that person, so you have towards that person, metta toward that person. If somebody said something bad about that person, you feel sorry, not the anger, isn't it? You are not getting angry.
That's right. That's right. That's why we practice metta. That's what the Mary mentioned, compassion. So, that's right. Then you are a meditator. You practice metta, loving kindness, unconditional love. You gonna love unconditionally. That you love is actually called metta, and it's unconditional love actually. Expectation, nothing. You have a kindness, compassion, love to all. It's not attachment. It's unconditional love, like God love you. That's what people think. That's the highest love. It's called metta, loving kindness, unconditional love. You love to all living beings, not to your only loved ones. You're not going to love to your loved ones. You're not going to hate to your enemies. In this case, you don't have loved ones. Even you don't have the enemies. In your life, no loved ones, no enemies. That means that as a person, you love to your family, to who you deal with, you love them. But you're not strong attachment. You're gonna get upset and crazy when you get detached because you are mindful practitioner, you're good. You're not going to hate anyone else because you have a compassion, develop compassion. You forgive. Your love is not limited. Your love is more wide. Your love is so wider, not limited. Your heart is open. Your heart is free from attachments because your mind is developed. Your mind developed. You have practiced metta. You have metta towards everyone. So you easily forgive. You easily have compassion, most powerful compassion. It cannot be covered by the hate because you develop mind. Right. Metta. That's why we practice metta and karuna. Right? Then we can have a very peaceful, very successful, very excellent, very developed life with the great mind. So you live with the higher spiritual being. You can live a higher spiritual being like instead being a very ordinary. Easily can get attached, easily can get hate. Something like that person. That's the most of person in this world, easily attached, easily hate. Whatever they feel pleasant, get attached quickly. Whatever unpleasant, hate them quickly. Right? That's the ordinary people does. So you are a practitioner, you are a meditator, you are learning Dhamma, you spiritual person. So you are not something like that. You have excellent, developed, wonderful, mindful mind and the kindful, compassionate heart. So you different. Right? Okay, thank you for joining today, and we'll continue next week. Learn much more, and please share your ideas, thoughts with us. So appreciate that, and then share the merits with departed ones and with deities, with ghosts, with all living beings. May they all share these merits and have a good destinations. Blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha be with you. All these good merits keep you happy, healthy, and safe. And these all merits and blessings and helps us to develop a spiritual life, brings much more peace into our life, and bring more wisdom into our life. This compassion and wisdom develop our heart and our understanding and realization. So these are all good things. Guide and lead us to liberation and to freedom. Akasatta Jubummatta Deva Naga Mahiddika Punyantang Anumoditva Chirang Rakkantu Sasanang Chirang Rakkantu Desanang Chirang Rakkantu Mang Parang Sabbhitiyo Vivajjantu Sabbarogo Vinassatu Mate Bhavatvantarayo Sukhi Digayuko Bhava Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakkantu Sabba Devata Sabba Buddhanubhavena Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sabba Sanghanubhavena Sada Sothi Bhavantu Te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you for joining and see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. I invite you to join me a day-long retreat meditation on August 30th and come to the temple on 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then I hope to see you. Okay. Have a wonderful evening. Okay, bye-bye. Teruvan Saranai.
Thank you, Bante.
Thank you.
Bante, I sent you a text message, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.